What's up, guys? It's Dinger's Daily. We're back with another video. Today we're going to be reacting to a bunch of, all these NBA free agency news. We didn't drop a video for NBA free agency, so this is just going to be reacting to all the deals so far. I'll do one of these in a couple of days, but I'm also going to give a couple of grades out. So the most recent is Avery Bradley goes from the Lakers to the Heat with a 2-year deal. How these are going to work is, first of all, I'll give a grade for the signing, but I'm also going to take in how much money they're getting. Do they kind of deserve that deal? So yeah, I'm just going to see does Square deserve the deal? Do they get the money and also the fit with the team? And then we'll talk about how that team's lineup is looking, I guess. So first one is the Miami Heat getting Avery Bradley. Avery Bradley was, I think he was injured or he was out for personal reasons. Don't exactly remember the reason during the playoffs in that series. So yeah, so I mean, Kendrick Nunn was like okay. He was good in the regular season, but he was like, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't great in the playoffs. So I guess Avery Bradley could either be a backup point guard. I don't know if I forget if someone else signed with the Heat, but Avery Bradley, I'm gonna give this a C plus. I mean, he's a pretty good player. Gordon Hayward signing a 4-year, $120 million deal with Charlotte, not Indiana. He's not signing trading with Indiana. He signed with Charlotte. I can see that. I didn't expect this at all. So Gordon and Hayward. So now they're gonna have the reason I didn't say Miami's lineup was because you guys already obviously know, but how Charlotte's lineup's gonna be looking like either LaMelo, probably LaMelo at the 1, Devonte Graham maybe at the 2, but he might be guarding the 1, and then LaMelo could guard the 2, I guess, for height purposes. But LaMelo might be at the 2, but no matter what, LaMelo I guess is the primary ball handler. And then at the 3, you were like worried, is it Miles Bridges? Is it Malik Monk? I mean, I know Malik Monk got banned. Or so I think that's going to fix that up. So I don't remember if the Hornets got someone else, but it's their lineup is looking like LaMelo, Devonte Graham, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington, and a potential, like, I guess, Cody Zeller. But they might go and look for a center. Like, they could have got one or two of those centers that are like power forwards that the Pistons got. The Pistons stacked up on bigs. But I'm personally gonna give this signing a C plus or B minus. Not because Gordon Hayward isn't a bad player, just you don't really know. He's just been injured. He's been on and off ever since he ever came to Boston. So I just really don't know how good Gordon Hayward will be with the Hornets. And he signed a 4-year, 120 deal, which is crazy. And I feel like in a couple of years, if he doesn't like, I feel like it might be we're gonna be talking about this like they overpaid this a lot. Next deal, my favorite basketball team, the Toronto Raptors, have decided to re-sign Fred VanVleet to a 4-year, $85 million deal. I'm honestly gonna give that deal an A minus. I mean, I know obviously you guys might think I'm biased, but I mean honestly we can move the Gordon deal up a bit. So, but the reason I'm gonna give this an A minus is because the Raptors this off season, they've had a couple of priorities. Um, and they have two big priorities are keep Van Vliet and keep Surge, because Van Vliet was getting a lot of interest. Like today, he talked to a bunch of teams in Chicago, and good thing he re-signed with the Raptors. I'm so happy. If Fred Van Vliet left the Raptors, oh my God, I would have been like, I mean, I feel like they could have got like a center in the draft, but now they have a lot of guards. But I mean, I guess sure, because Norman Powell now I guess can play small forward instead of shooting guard, and then Jalen Harris or Malachi Flynn, one of them can like rotate off. So I'm gonna give that deal an A minus because that was a huge priority for the Raptors. Now I feel like we can get some bench big in Ibaka, and then that's a W of an off season in my opinion. One thing they don't have on here that I just saw I think it was either Woods or Shams, I don't exactly remember. Chris Dunn went to the Hawks. So you guys can't see here, but Chris Dunn did go to the Hawks. I wrote an article maybe 3 to 4 months ago. I stopped writing articles, so because of NBA free agency, I'm gonna start writing articles more. But I wrote an article saying some offseason targets for the Hawks, and Chris Dunn was one of the players I put there because he'll help the Hawks with the backup point guard defense. Defense is the main reason for Chris Dunn. So if the Hawks need that defense, they just drafted Onyeka Okongwu. I think that'll be good because they also got Gallo. So the Hawks lineup right now is looking like point guard Trey Young, um shooting guard Kevin Herter, small forward Danilo Gallinari, who's 6'10". Kevin Herter's 6'7". Power forward, I guess, is Onyeka. No, wait, not. No, not Onyeka. I'm so dumb. John Collins, and then Clint Capella. They're both around like John Collins is 6'9", Capella is 6'11" or 6'10". Backup big is Onyeka, and then they might have to go sign another backup big because Dwayne Dedman either got traded or he went to a different team. No, he got traded to the Pistons in that Tony Snell deal, I think. So their backup big, I don't think they have Onyeka, power forward slash center. They also got DeAndre Hunter for backup small forward slash power forward, I guess. You also got now Chris Dunn. Um, and I guess the backup shooting guard can be what's his name, DeAndre Bembry. They might improve that through trade, but I guess for now it's DeAndre Bembry. OKC is trading James Johnson to the Dallas Mavericks. I think it was just for a pick. So for both teams, for Mavericks, I guess you can just get a good vet. If anyone tries to fight Luka or Porzingis, I guess James Johnson can beat them up for you. But other than that, I mean, sure, OKC literally just made a post saying how they're welcoming James Johnson to the team and then just traded him right away. So, I mean, OKC, we don't even know what's going on with Sam Presti just trading a bunch of people. Next person is also an OKC trade. New Orleans is finalizing a deal to acquire Steven Adams. I think this was also for picks, so no players involved on the other team. So I'm personally gonna give that deal a the Mavericks deal. I just give it like a C, I guess, for both teams. I mean, sure you get a first round pick for James Johnson, but this deal for the Mavericks, I'm actually gonna give this a B or B plus because Steven Adams has been a good center, played his role perfectly with Westbrook, Chris Paul, Shea Alexander, all the stars that rotated through the whole OKC thing. He's been playing his well perfect. He's just got his rebounds and scored the ball. No, got his rebound, put it back up, and he didn't score too much. He just did his thing, like 10 points, 10 rebounds. So I think now the thing with the Pelicans is the Pelicans, um, they now have the strongest front court in the NBA. Steven Adams and Zion. Imagine that, Steven Adams and Zion for OKC. I think they're probably. I'm just gonna give this a C, bro. Like it's picks. I mean, but Steven. Now they're starting center. I don't even know who their starting center is. Well, I'm gonna start going fast because we're already almost like 9 minutes into the recording. So we've only talked about 9 posts. So I'm gonna start going a bit faster. I mean, 5 posts. Pat Connaughton to the Bucks. Sure, I'm gonna give that C plus, I guess. He can stay there. Just come off the bench whenever, I guess. Justin Holiday re-signed. Re-signs I won't talk too much about from now on. Justin Holiday played his role pretty good. I'm gonna give that a C plus. James Ennis, yeah, okay, sure. C. I mean, like Marcus Morris, he got a 4-year. He got a bag. Marcus Morris got the bag. Um, so I'm gonna give this a C plus B minus because Marcus Morris played well. Other than like all the whole Luka incident, he's still a really good NBA player. John Wall, okay, this is not a like he wants to get out of Washington, so we'll just talk about it, I guess. Derek Jones goes to the Blazers. I don't know if that means because Ennis Cantor came back. I don't know if they're gonna trade Hassan Whiteside for more help. Christian Wood, I mean, I'm gonna give that A C plus because Jared Jones Jr. is an okay player, I guess. Wait, do I have to start giving minus grades now? Because I have not gave a grade below C. Okay. Christian Wood goes to the Rockets, giving this A minus. Christian Wood was a player we knew he was gonna get his deal this offseason. The Rockets came out and gave it to him. And maybe this is the factor that persuades either Westbrook or Harden, whoever, to stay on the team, and other people that are actually um, pissed off right now. So maybe Christian Wood can be that. I want to see him like grow as a player. He's been good, doing good. Garrett Temple, when you deal with the with the Bulls, I guess he can provide some wing depth. I guess I don't know, mentor some people. I guess wing depth. 1 year, $5 million deal, and it's okay. See, Jeremy Grant, 3 year, $60 million deal with the Pistons. Jeremy Grant also got his money. I told you guys the Pistons signed a bunch of bigs. So I'm gonna give this a B plus because Jeremy Grant is a nice playmaking big, and I think the Pistons just need to improve their roster with more young talent. Joe Harris resigns. Yup, he's a good bench piece. I'm gonna give that a C plus. Alec Burks 1 year deal with the Knicks. For the Knicks, anybody can get, so I'm giving it a B. Davis Bertans, he also got his good contract, so him and Joe Harris both got long-term deals. 80 million for Davis Bertans seems a bit crazy in my opinion, but he got his money now. The sharpshooters are getting the money in the league. I'm gonna give this signing a B plus. Wizards retain him, and they're kind of building for the future. Now they have Denny Hachimura, John Wall, Bradley Beal, potentially others, depending on who they draft. Yeah, and Thomas Bryant. The Lakers, one of the biggest deals of the offseason so far. The Lakers get a deal with Montrezl Harrell, Sixth Man of the Year winner. Montrezl Harrell goes from the Clippers to the Lakers, and this is just pushing the chance of the Lakers repeat higher as they've got Wes Matthews, Dennis Schroeder, and Trez already this offseason. I'm gonna give this an A. The Lakers are just doing what they can to like repeat in a good championship team. I know some people are leaving like Quinn Cook, but I'm gonna give this an A. Mavs signed Trey Burke 3 year, $10 million. I'm gonna give that. I don't even know much about Trey Burke. I'm gonna give that a C. Malik Beasley signs a 4 year, $60 million contract extension with Minnesota. That's gonna be the first bad-ish deal for the day. I'm gonna give that a C minus or D plus, because nothing against Malik Beasley, the basketball player. Just how is he gonna get anything like okay? Rodney Hood, great shooter off the bench, good player. I'm gonna give him a. I'm gonna give that deal a B minus. Dwight Howard, Philadelphia 76ers. That is a good deal. They can get him off the bench if they need. I personally think Dwight Howard will be coming off the bench, or he could run a power forward, or Embiid could run a power forward. But in my personal opinion, I think Dwight Howard's gonna come off the bench. I am going to give that a minus. That was a good deal for the 76ers. We'll see if it works out. Danilo Gallinari is signing a 3 year, $62 million contract with the Atlanta Hawks. A signing, great signing. They need that veteran who can just hit his shots. I love the signing for the Hawks. All Hawks fans, Hawk Nation. I guess you guys would like it. Josh Jackson, sure. I don't really like Josh Jackson, so I'm gonna give it a D because Josh Jackson has just been a bust his whole career. I don't want to be mean or anything, but that's all I have to say about Josh Jackson. Derek Favors goes back to the Utah Jazz on a 3 year, $30 million deal. Mm, this I'm probably gonna give this a B because they need a center. Who knows how good Derek Favors will be because he kind of fell off when he went to New Orleans. He's old. He's an old player. He's not the player he once was. Jordan Clarkson, 4 year, he re-signed with the Jazz. I'm going to give this a B plus. Jordan Clarkson has been a great player, though he has got traded maybe 2 or 3 times already in his career. I like Jordan Clarkson with Donovan Mitchell. Jahlil Okafor. Okay, De'Aaron Fox signs the max. De'Aaron Fox gets a max. I'm gonna give this an A plus for the Kings. First A plus of the day. I'm really happy that he can get his contract that he wanted, and the Kings are building for the future. And I guess he should be happy that he doesn't have to do everything now they drafted Tyrese Halliburton, so he can have a secondary playmaker for the team, if you can say. Jahlil Okafor, C minus. I mean, it's Jahlil Okafor, C minus, D plus. Dwayne Bacon, 2-year deal with the Magic. I'm gonna give that one a C plus because Dwayne Bacon showed at times he could be a good player in the NBA, but we just don't know. Dwayne Bacon of the Hornets goes to the Magic. Mason Plumlee, another center from the Nuggets, goes to the Pistons. So they're teaming up on the Pistons. So guess what, guys? You know what this means? Bull is now gonna be getting actual minutes. He's gonna be an actual good lot of minutes because Jeremy Grant has left. Mason Plumlee has left. That's your starting power forward and your backup center there. So Bobo definitely should get a lot of more minutes now. Drew, this is like the starting of free agency, so a bunch of re-signs. Drew Eubanks, 3-year contract, sure, C, I guess. Real Madrid guard Facundo Campazzo has agreed. Okay, I don't know who these two guys are, so let me go read up here. Let's read this. Orlando Magic. Kareem Mane, 2-way contract. Sure, I don't know much about him. It was Facundo. Yo, okay, so they're saying this dude's a playmaker. I don't know much about him because obviously I don't really watch their European league. So I guess that's just gonna be another C. Myers Leonard. He didn't even play. Myers Leonard. Sure. I mean, he didn't even do good. It was okay. Goran Dragic, I'm gonna give this signing a B plus because Goran Dragic did really good in this season. I don't know why I'm clicking on the plus anymore, but Goran Dragic, B plus even after his injury. Portland getting Enes Kanter in a. Hold up. Okay. Let's read this and give each team their grade. Portland they get Enes Kanter. I'm gonna get after Boston gets a future draft pick from Memphis. I don't know if it's a first or second. Memphis gets Mario Hazonia and Desmond Bain. Memphis gives up a first. And Boston gives up Enes Kanter for a pick. And then Memphis. Sure, I'll give Memphis a D for that deal. That was kind of a bad deal. Portland, I'll give you guys a C because Enes Kanter was good when he was there. C plus. Boston, I'll give you guys a B because you guys got the pick. And the Bucks are moving on. That's tough. Okay, there's no. You see, Indiana was supposed to do that. There's no news after this. The Warriors are waiving Kai Bowman. But that's it for this video, guys. It's been a long video. It's already around 19 minutes. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll be covering all NBA news free agency wise. Sorry, guys, we could not get the first initial deals going, but you'll be on it from now. So make sure you guys subscribe and turn on those noties because you will never know when we drop that banger. So yeah, it's been your Joe, you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe and go check out our website and social medias because we do post on them somewhat frequently. It's been your Joe, guys.